warm welcome. You're watching our special broadcast. I'm Dipali Patel. You're watching India Today. And I have two special guests on my show today. That's Vicky Kaushal and Rashmika. They have coming with Chhaava, their next film. Welcome to Delhi.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You know, I've been seeing all these promotional videos going viral on social media, especially Divine Intervention. I wanted to ask both of you, how spiritual are you two? And is there any ritual that you follow before a release?
Spiritual, yes, I am. I'm a huge believer in karma, in destiny and a higher supreme power. एक रिचुअल जो मैं फॉलो करता हूँ, जब कोई ट्रेलर आता है फिल्म का या टीज़र भी जब आया था, तो मैं मुंबई में एक मंदिर है, सिद्धिविनायक गणपति जी का मंदिर है, तो मैं वहाँ जाता हूँ. मेरी माँ जिस दिन फिल्म रिलीज़ होती है उस दिन हमारे तो प्रमोशन के इसमें हम बिज़ी होते हैं, पर मेरी माँ ज़रूर जाती है. मेरी माँ हमेशा जब भी मेरी एक फ़िल्म रिलीज़ होगी उस रिलीज़ डेट पे सुबह वो सिद्धिविनायक मंदिर जाएंगी. एंड कुछ भी होता है लाइफ में, और वो तो हम सब के लिए वो एप्लीकेबल है कि कुछ भी इंपॉर्टेंट होता है, चाहे एग्ज़ाम हो, चाहे रिज़ल्ट आ रहे हो, तो हमारा भी ये रिज़ल्ट ही आ रहा होता है. तो जब रिज़ल्ट आने से पहले हम वो होता ही है, वो अपने आप मन झुकता ही है कि हम बस भगवान से प्रार्थना करें. तो इस समय भी वो कर रहे हैं. मेरा पहला इस बार ज्योतिर्लिंग मंदिर में मेरे दर्शन हुए यहाँ पर छत्रपति संभाजी नगर में, और वो इतनी प्योर एनर्जी थी, मैं बता नहीं सकता हूँ. बहुत मतलब वो प्रॉपरली पूजा करने का वक्त मिला वहाँ पे, जो वहाँ पंडित जी थे, और वो ऐसी एनर्जी मैंने बहुत कम महसूस की है, तो वो बहुत अच्छा था. अभी हम गोल्डन टेम्पल जाकर आए हैं, वहाँ तो मुझे इतना सुकून मिलता है हमेशा. तो
बीइंग अ पंजाबी आल्सो, है ना.
और मैं वहाँ पे काफ़ी शूटिंग भी कर चुका हूँ, तो मैं काफ़ी बार वहाँ चुपचाप जाकर बैठ कर आता था, क्योंकि व्हाट आई फील ओवर देयर इज़ वेरी प्योर. तो अच्छा लगता है. एक कई क्या होता है कि जब मन में डर भी आता है बहुत, जब रिलीज़ हो रही होती है या जीवन में वैसे भी, तो एक वो शांत ज़रूर कर देता है, ताकत ज़रूर देता है. तो वो तो है ही, वो तो जीवन का हिस्सा है.
Rashmika, for you?
I am extremely spiritual, ma'am. As in, like, I just surrender.
Yeah.
I feel like there's one power guiding me throughout all the choices I've made, everything in life. I feel like there's a higher power guiding me. So I'm someone who fully believes in God, karma, destiny. I have this little idol of a goddess that I keep carrying with me. I chant mantra like once a day, every day. And yeah, I think it's just like engraved inside of me now. It's become a part.
Wow. Has anybody watched Chhaava in your close vicinity? And
Before?
what was the best feedback that you've got?
Only our producer.
Yeah.
And the director. Obviously, the director is working day in, day out on the film.
Yeah.
But the producer last night watched the final print, because I think the final print has to go tonight. So he watched it with his mother, and I was very happy to know that his mother was very happy.
Wow.
Yeah.
So fingers crossed.
Yeah.
That's something he was telling us today, and that truly made us happy.
You know, I'm just observing that bindi on your forehead. Talk to me about both of you, like your roles, in the film. What did it take for you to, get into the skin of your characters?
I think that was, it was part of the whole thing. But I would say, see, the thing is, whenever you're doing a historical, it's just a huge task, a humongous task that you take on as a team itself. And hats off to Dinesh Vijan sir, the producer, Lakshman Uttekar sir, the director, who've really taken up the mantle. We were merely a part of it as any other technician or any other person working on the film. Of course, we had our own responsibilities to do our work honestly, which involved a lot of physical prep, a lot of research, studying of the era, the history, the characters, everything. There's a good amount of time that went into it, and of course, it involved dieting. And pehli baar zindagi mein I was being disciplined when it comes to my diet. She saw me eating for the first time today.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm an
Punjabi.
Oh, so
No,
you
but
eat.
we saw you eating litti chokha also in Patna. So
I am a big foodie, and I love eating, and I love exploring like food, and it's what makes me truly happy. So this was a year and a half where I couldn't be happy on that front.
My
I had
God.
to be very, very regimented, but that's a very small thing you had to give to portray somebody so important from our history books.
absolutely.
I can only say that, ma'am, these stories first of all, blow my mind that these people have actually existed in life. Because we do merely so much that, okay, wake up, go do your normal day-to-day job and come back home. But they, the kings, had to fight wars to survive and make sure you keep people safe. You know, your life was dependent on a leader like this. So for me, first of all, that blows my mind completely. And all these characters, keeping it like Chhaava's, like Sambhaji Maharaj's wife and the mother and his family, everyone. It just, like, it's such important roles, such impactful roles. So for me, I honestly, if you don't mind me saying it, I just feel like films like this now, it should be witnessed. It can't be spoken about. Like, you can't, like, words don't have, like, you can't find the right words, you know, to describe a film like this. So most of the time, I'm generally speechless. I don't know what to say, but I just can promise that it's going to be like a magnificent film. And that's the only thing that I can say.
Absolutely. But you know, talking about the facts, when it comes to a film like this, facts are also important. But beyond facts, I would also want to know, as an artist, do you think that somewhat your creativity also gets hampered sometimes because people are very sensitive these times?
No, I don't think so. Because see, the thing is, whenever you're portraying an era or a character where there's a lot of sentiments attached, it's actually a responsibility which needs to be taken very seriously, that you are portraying this very authentically. Because the reason to tell this story is so that the youth of today, the youth of tomorrow, can come to know what it's taken by the real heroes of our past to make this country what it is that we today so enjoy living in. You know, so I don't think that the creativity is something we miss out, that we are not being able to. I think it's a responsibility, and whatever we have to create, whatever we have to do within those boundaries, and that's the bare minimum. That's the number one requirement of this task. So when you give in to this film, you know the rules, the do's and don'ts, and that's a major don't, that you can't go beyond that boundary. Because if you are, you're not only just, you can't disrespect the material, you can't disrespect the history. So that is a major don't for all of us.
ऑन स्क्रीन और ऑफ स्क्रीन दोनों की बात करें, और आप दोनों ने साथ में काम किया है, तो जो एक ऑब्जर्वेशन आपने इनके बारे में किया और आपने इनके बारे में एक ऑब्जर्वेशन किया होगा, बोथ ऑन स्क्रीन एंड ऑफ स्क्रीन विकी कौशल एंड ऑन स्क्रीन एंड ऑफ स्क्रीन रश्मिका.
मैंने कभी इन्हें ना क्रैंकी नहीं देखा. मैंने कभी ये नहीं देखा कि रश्मिका का मूड ऑफ है. हो भी सकता है कि मूड ऑफ था, पर ये कभी दिखाती नहीं है. ये कभी अपने आसपास के प्रोफेशनल एनवायरनमेंट में किसी को ये नहीं जताने देती या किसी को ये नहीं महसूस कराती कि ये पर्सनली क्या फील कर रही हैं, विच आई फील इज़ सच अ ग्रेट प्रोफेशनल ट्रेट. क्योंकि ये रोज़ उसी एनर्जी से, उसी पॉजिटिविटी से, उसी वार्मथ के साथ जब भी आप देखोगे वो स्माइलिंग रहेंगी. शी इज़ वेरी प्रोफेशनल, ऑलवेज ऑन टाइम. शी इज़, जो सारे आप प्रोफेशनलिज्म के बॉक्सेस टिक कर सकते हो वो सारे करती हैं. और हर इंसान का कभी ना कभी एक ऑफ डे होता है, कभी एक ऑफ मूड आ ही जाता है, कभी कुछ एक होता है कि यार आज उतने अपबीट नहीं है, आज थोड़े लो. मैंने कभी नहीं देखा. और इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि वो दिन आए नहीं होंगे, वो सिर्फ वो कभी झलकाती नहीं है, वो कभी दिखाती नहीं है. दैट आई फील इज सच एन अमेजिंग थिंग अबाउट हर, कि वो शी रिस्पेक्ट्स हर प्रोफेशनल एटमोसफियर सो मच कि वो हमेशा एक वो डिमार्केशन वो जानती हैं कैसे करना है, कि ये यहाँ पे झलकना ज़रूरी नहीं है, यहाँ मैं काम करने आई हूँ. और यहाँ पे शी ऑलवेज मेक श्योर दैट द पीपल अराउंड हर feel very positive and nice about working with her. That I feel is a great trait.
Well, on screen for me, Vicky does something what all of us actors dream to do. Like, he plays one character at a time. He looks different, he behaves different, his whole personality is different. And next he does the other character with so much difference. That for me is a dream. I'm starting to do that this now after like 24 films. But he does it.
After 24 films?
Yeah. As in, I've worked in 4 industries now. Come on.
Oh, that's also true. 4 languages also. My God.
Imagine.
कैसे कर लेती हैं ये?
So I feel like
And
that's
5
such
films at the
Together.
same time.
I feel like that's such a cool thing to do. It is, like I said, it's a dream for actors like me. And like off screen is that he is real. He feels real because you know that he's had his journey. You know, he started from where he started. He's grown all by himself, like with so much grace and so much hard work and passion and ambition that you can just see it in this man. Like, he's gentle, he is like kind, he's real, he has a aura of like someone, like I feel like I want to see him win. Like, you know, you just feel that about him, and it's not something that he makes us feel like. It's just, you just see him and you just want to support him, you know?
Yeah.
That's the off, I mean it. That's an on and off, I think, personality trait. So
विकी, आप अपनी जर्नी कैसे देखते हैं? कहाँ से आपने शुरुआत करी और अब आप कहाँ छावा तक भी पहुँचे हैं? तो आप अपनी जर्नी खुद से कैसे देखते हैं? ये तो अभी रश्मिका का पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू हमने समझा.
मैं सच बताऊँ ना तो मुझे लगता है गॉड हैज़ बीन सो काइंड, क्योंकि ऐसा नहीं है कि मुझसे ज़्यादा मेहनत कोई नहीं करता, मुझसे ज़्यादा टैलेंटेड कोई नहीं है. स्पेशली जब मैं शुरुआत कर रहा था, ऑडिशंस दे रहा था, कई टैलेंटेड लोग मुझे दिखते थे, कई मेहनती लोग मुझे दिखते थे, और मैं सोचता था कि यार ऐसे इतना अच्छा एक्टर बनना है या इतना ज़्यादा मेहनत करनी है. But for some reason, God has been very kind. The audience has been even kinder in supporting कि जो भी फिल्म आई, जो भी रोल आया, चाहे छोटा आया, शुरुआत तो मेरी छोटे रोल से हुई थी, फिर बड़े रोल मिलते गए, और उसमें लोगों ने इतना सपोर्ट किया, इतना प्यार दिया है, इंडस्ट्री ने इतना प्यार दिया है, डायरेक्टर्स का भरोसा मिलता रहा. वरना जैसे अभी मुझे 10 साल हो जाएंगे 2025 में, और उन 10 सालों में जो जो फिल्में मिली हैं, जिन डायरेक्टर्स के साथ काम करने का मौका मिला है, वो मैं कभी इमेजिन भी नहीं कर सकता था. तो दैट हैज़ मेड मी बिलीव कि यार तू अपने काम पे ध्यान दे, बाकी ऊपर वाला है जो ध्यान रख रहा है, लोग हैं जो तुझसे प्यार कर रहे हैं, और तू जब तक अपने काम में ऑनेस्टी दिखाता रहेगा तब तक चीज़ें ठीक होती रहेंगी. सो आई हैव स्टॉप्ड टेकिंग स्ट्रेस अबाउट प्लानिंग एवरीथिंग. तो मैं अपने काम पे फोकस करके उसमें सच्चाई दिखा देता हूँ. ऑफ कोर्स कुछ चलेंगी, कुछ नहीं चलेंगी, वो चलता रहेगा लाइफ का. बट या इट्स जस्ट आई जस्ट फील सरियल अबाउट हाउ दिस इज ऑल शेप्ड अप.
कोई एक बकेट लिस्ट है आपकी अभी भी?
अरे
एक चाहा कि इनके साथ जरूर काम करना है कुछ?
बहुत सारी हैं वैसे तो. मतलब मुझे
टॉप में कौन सा है अभी?
राजामौली सर.
मेड मी स्पीचलेस. आपका कुछ है रश्मिका?
I have a list, ma'am. I can keep going on.
One actor that you both have worked together, रणबीर कपूर. उनकी कौन सी क्वालिटी है जो आप लोग एडमायर करते हैं सबसे ज़्यादा?
बहुत सिक्योर है, बहुत इजी है, और बहुत टैलेंटेड है. ये बहुत कमाल कॉम्बिनेशन है एज एन एक्टर.
I completely agree. He's a very secure actor. He's a very respectful actor. And he just has a way of making you feel special. Like anyone. Is it, if it's him, me, any one of us, he just has a way.
Did you guys teach each other your respective languages? Did he teach you any Punjabi? Or
पंजाबी
did
तो
not.
बहुत कम बोल रहे थे. We were not speaking.
Marathi?
I was not speaking in Punjabi on
Oh,
set.
Marathi I learned
Marathi
a
was
little bit.
Lakshman sir also, but I was trying to learn her language, Koduwa
So
language.
I'm from a place called Coorg, Kodagu. That is not a part of any other languages that we're aware of. It's a new language, so that I was trying to teach him.
I was
And I
trying to
don't
learn
think
that,
he
and I was telling her,
remembers
I was just kidding with her. Let's do one thing. You know the language. Let me be the actor who knows that language as well. Let's start a Coorg ka film industry. So there are only these two actors. So we'll be superstars in that industry.
the little that she taught you, if you can say something.
Today only I was telling her it's been a year. I've forgotten all of it.
Really?
It was just one, two lines. It was very tough. But
Something easy, one line that if you could just like
I'll
remind
try
him
saying
of.
it now. Say it.
Yennane ullira.
Yennane ullira.
Wow.
What
does that mean?
See? How are you?
Wow.
Yennane ullira. अब नहीं बोलूँगा मैं.
And the reply?
Nan chaitha ulla.
हाँ?
Nan
नाना?
chaitha
चाहता उल्ला.
ulla. Arey, he picks
chaitha
up
ulla.
dialects really well.
नान
Really?
चाहता उल्ला.
Yeah,
अब
I
मैं
told
पहला
him
line
that.
भूल गया हूँ, but नान चाहता उल्ला.
But how
Good try
about her
though.
Marathi?
मराठी?
Did she pick
सांगा
up?
सांगा मराठी तुम्ही.
सांगा मराठी तुम्ही?
अरे
कसे आहात?
अरे see,
Wow.
That is couple of lines I've learned, but I don't want to risk
she's
it.
better with Marathi than I am with her language.
You know, all the roles that you guys have done, which one was the toughest one? And you thought that it's very difficult and you will not be able to pull off, apart from Chhaava.
For me, it genuinely has been Chhaava.
I
But
knew that.
if you would say,
Yeah.
apart from Chhaava, I would say Sam Bahadur.
Sam
Because it was, again, a big responsibility and an icon in the Indian military. And there it was a responsibility as to how he used to talk, he used to walk, his charm, his swag, his persona, everything was quite challenging.
And what about Chhaava?
Chhaava, the thing that made it even more difficult was that there are sentiments attached to it. Maharashtrians consider Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj and Chhatrapati Sambhaji Maharaj as the gods, not just kings and warriors. So that responsibility just takes it a level up.
For you, Rashmika?
For me, recently it's been Srivalli because, like, you know, girls or women from that region, they have a very loud body language, which is extremely beautiful. But, like, I was scared that if I do that, then it would look too much. It would look over. But at the same time, trying to reach people's hearts whilst doing all the loud body language was something tricky. But as in, I felt that I did the right thing. But when audience saw the film and they appreciated me for it, then I was like, okay, I'm doing the right thing.
Your one monologue in that film was just
That was the part I was most
splendid.
worried about.
Splendid. You.
Because she's like going on and
Yeah.
on. Here it's very subtle. So again, I can do subtle much easier than a loud, but it was very contrasting for me because I was doing Srivalli and coming here and doing Yesubai.
Was the shooting happening
Simultaneously. I was shooting
Wow.
for 5 films simultaneously. So
My
I was
God.
like, okay, now I can't
Which
do
character
that.
are you?
And the first thing what Lakshman sir said in one of the rehearsals was that be conscious of how you're walking. Because Srivalli walks a little different. Of course, like a Maharani would walk very, very different. So that was something I was subconsciously conscious about. While, did I frame that right? Okay. But yeah, that was something tricky, but I think it was handled.
I know your foot is injured, but even for Srivalli, like that dance that you did with Allu
I
Arjun,
died.
how did you pull that off?
I don't know. It was hard, yeah. It was
Yeah?
hard on both of us, but I think that was something Allu Arjun sir got out of me because I have the fear of being lifted. And if you watch the song, it's only about being lifted. I'm always sitting on him.
Jumping on.
Yeah, I've gone to the choreographer and I'm like, sir, I can dance on the ground, you know. But it was all because of Allu Arjun sir. He just gave me this confidence of, you do your thing, I will take care of you. And somehow that just super connected and I was like, you know what, chalo, let's have a blast.
Vicky, how do you switch yourself into these different characters? Like she said that she was shooting for 5 films at the same time. But for you also, if you've ever done that, how do you switch yourself off and on? And when you go back home, what all do you take back home and what all do you leave at the sets?
So I've never been as brave as her to take up multiple projects. I couldn't because it's just, I don't know, so it was also very look specific, so I couldn't have jumped sets. But see, it's a consuming process. It's when you're shooting for 100 days, day in, day out. Sometimes you don't realize it, but you are in a kind of mood and mode of shooting a certain film and a character that you're constantly thinking about it. Even if you're not behaving like him 24 hours, but your mind is constantly there. Today, what happened? How did we do this? How could I have done something different? Tomorrow, what is there? Okay, this is what I will do. This is what I have to do. So your mind is constantly in that zone. So of course, there is some part that you always take back home, but sometimes it's like, you know, the walk never changes. You're constantly taking that back home. Sometimes you just go silent because you're just processing so many things about this world that you don't really you're not really connected. You take a day or two's break, and that's when you come back and you can. This thing, so it's there, but it's not never like you actually just become that 24/7. You do take a break after your shoot is done. You kind of come back home. You take a breather, but your mind is constantly there.
And
Yeah.
if I just may add, I think you've never done a film where your two characters look alike, right?
Yeah, no.
So I think, I
As
don't
the
know.
past
I've
few
never
years, there have been
seen-
so many biopics that I ended up doing that they were so look specific
Yeah, yeah.
that I just couldn't take up anything else
Interchange,
simultaneously. Yeah.
You couldn't take the
Yeah.
other project
Yeah.
because of that.
Yeah.
It's amazing. That's goal, no? Like imagine looking like a character and
Exactly.
finishing one film and like it's crazy.
Absolutely. For Sam Bahadur also, he had
Yeah,
a different
yeah,
look.
yeah.
So yeah, it takes a
was
lot
amazing.
of effort to get into the skin of a character. You know, I am running out of time, but I will wrap up on a quick segment. How well do you know your co-star?
Dipali.
When is yours? April? 5th, 16th of May. Please ask that question. We know each other very well.
Are you talking about the birthday?
No, no,
Yeah.
no, not at all.
I can't
Yeah,
lie now.
alag-alag
I'm telling you,
answers.
I can never lie. That is another thing. She can't lie.
Okay. Your co-star's secret talents and hobbies that not many people know about.
Wow.
She's a beast at the gym. She's
That everyone knows about.
And she injured her leg also.
Yeah, I enjoyed my leg in the gym only.
She injured her leg in the gym only. And that's what she's missing out the most. She's missing working out in the gym. That's
I'm
the
going
thing that she's
crazy.
missing a lot.
He's a massive foodie.
Everybody knows.
Yeah.
अरे ऐसे तो यार
He's a Punjabi.
Correct. Okay.
Your observation
loves
of
working out. I hope that's the case. Please say. Listen now. Yeah. See?
him. Yeah.
I did, yeah.
Your co-star's favorite food or dish that they can't resist.
They can't resist. I know all she eats is very healthy food like grilled veggies and everything is grilled and she's really like I've never seen her eating anything which is just like happy
A sin?
food. It's just like she's just always eating grilled stuff. But I think home cooked food that is something that she would really enjoy or
Relish.
cheat with is
Yeah.
what I feel.
Chole bhature?
Yes. Mine.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow. That was a good one.
Okay. Because I just
She just saw me.
I literally saw him eat only
dabawing
that.
chole bhature today.
Which is your favorite chole bhature stall in maybe a restaurant in Delhi?
दिल्ली में तो मैंने इतना सही बोलूँ तो मैंने एक्सप्लोर नहीं किया है. आई हैव नॉट एक्सप्लोर्ड सो मच व्हिच आई वुड लव टू. बट व्हाट इज दैट इन मंडी हाउस के वहाँ बंगाल स्वीट्स
Bengal sweets,
है ना,
yes.
वहाँ के मैंने खाए हैं एंड दे वर रियली गुड.
Nice.
या
What do you think is your co-star's biggest fear or phobia?
Getting picked up by co-actors and dancing to songs, I guess.
Or falling off?
Heights, okay, a better way of saying it.
Yeah,
Heights.
nice.
You just mentioned how difficult it was and like, you wanted to dance on the floor, so I just took cue from that.
On the floor, not on the ground.
On the ground, yeah, sorry.
Heights.
Heights.
He got it right.
Heights.
Yeah.
Okay. For him, heights, same.
Deep water bodies.
He's already
Water bodies. Deep waters, let's say that.
deep waters. If your co-star could play any character in a movie, who or what would it be?
Her dream role kind? That's a
Maybe,
question?
yeah, dream
Okay,
role.
what would she wish to do? I don't know.
Mythological character.
For me? Yeah. For her,
Even I don't know.
a vampire.
Whoa, that was quite random.
Yeah. Very
If you're-
random.
If your co-star had a perfect weekend, what would it look like?
Right now?
Beachside with a partner.
Yeah, for the partner. Otherwise, I'm a mountain guy.
Oh.
But, yeah, ठीक है.
For the partner.
Yeah, for the partner.
That's
but,
sweet.
For her, I think beachside.
Beachside.
I won't
All
add
right.
anything to it.
We'll wrap up this conversation on a note where you two, if you could say one dialogue of your favorite dialogue of Chhaava for our viewers.
Go for it.
He will say it. I will let audience
I
watch
will
it
say
in the
there's a dialogue for her in the film, which is विश्वास आपका साथ हो तो युद्ध लगे त्योहार. That's for Maharani.
All right, that was a lovely chat with you two. Thank you so much for joining us on India Today, and all
Thank
the
you.
best for Chhaava.
Thank you
Thank
so
you so
much. Thank
much.
you.
Thank you.